Welcome everyone to this information session about Goucher College's MA in Cultural Leadership and Management. My name is Melanie Lytle. I am the director of the MA in Cultural Leadership and Management here at Goucher College. Welcome to this information session. Before we begin, I just have a few quick notes. Closed captioning is available, so you can click on the CC button at the bottom of your screen. We are recording this session, so if you prefer not to be on the screen, you can just turn off your video. Please also keep your microphone on mute until we open it up to Q&A at the end. If you have a question that comes up before the Q&A, go ahead and type it in the chat. We're going to make sure that it gets addressed. And also, you're welcome to use the chat to connect with one another. You may be speaking to some of your future colleagues. Okay, so with me behind the scenes is Taylor Seitzinger. She is our graduate admissions counselor. I will share her email at the end if you have questions about the application process. In the meantime, she's going to be putting resources in the chat as we go. Today's session, I will be giving an overview of the MA in Cultural Leadership and Management program, who we are, what we're teaching and why, and what it actually looks like in practice. And after that, if there are any questions, I'll open it up for that, and Taylor and I would be happy to answer. Everything that I cover today is also on our website, which is goucher.edu/MACLM. MACLM stands for MA in Cultural Leadership and Management. So who are we? Let me start with some context about this program. This program was founded in 2010 as the MA in Cultural Sustainability. It was the first program of its kind in the United States. We were pioneers in establishing and defining the field of cultural sustainability, and we're really proud of that legacy. We're now evolving into the MA in Cultural Leadership and Management, MACLM for short, effective with the 2026 to 2027 academic year. Our faculty are all practitioners. They're renowned scholars. They're actively doing cultural work. You get to learn from people in the field, not just about the field. We've also been teaching in this hybrid online format for more than 15 years, so we know how to build a community in an online environment. You will feel genuinely connected to your cohort of scholars. And lastly, our alumni, they're thought leaders, they're writers, they're educators, they're cultural advocates, and they're also community leaders. 87% of our alums report working in careers that are directly connected to their degree. So what do we mean by cultural leadership and management? Let me start with a definition of cultural sustainability, which is what anchors everything we do in this program. Rory Turner is a core faculty member. He was one of the individuals who founded this program more than 15 years ago, and he described cultural sustainability this way. Cultural sustainability is a generative, reciprocal research practice that fosters relationships, it engenders knowledge about the sociocultural ecology, and it guides diverse and ethical interventions that enhance the vitality and well-being of specific communities and cherished aspects of their expressive lives. That is the heart of what we teach. And we've always taught leadership and management skills within that context. But going forward, we're now emphasizing that even more so that you're more equipped to do that work in organizations and communities and institutions. This means that we have an interdisciplinary approach. We draw on anthropology and folklore and business and other areas to give you this holistic perspective that is guided in ethical practice. We also have a community-centered approach. So we believe that working with communities is important rather than working for them. So we emphasize reciprocity, ethical co-creation, and listening. These are all foundational. We also teach an action-oriented practice. Our students, our faculty are activists. So activism, fieldwork, scholarship, and communications, we believe are all important to ensure cultural viability for future generations. And like I said, we're a leadership ready curriculum. So we're going to be giving you strong management literacy, strategic skills, organizational competencies that you can translate these values of cultural sustainability into real world. The market research has been clear to us. Employers in nonprofits and cultural organizations, public agencies, mission-driven businesses, they want people who can lead projects and who can manage teams and communicate with stakeholders and navigate all the complexities of organizational development. But they also want folks who have this deep theoretical knowledge of culture. And what's more, we have our prospective students and current students and past graduates have told us that career pathways aren't always clear. They're not well defined for those who have this blended interest between culture and leadership. So we wanted to change that. We're already very well known for the soul of our program, which is ethics. I think I've said that 3 or 4 times now. Ethics, community-centered practice, cultural sustainability. That's the frame. We also have this core course sequence that we're known for, these foundations, research methods, information about partnerships, cultural policy, and everybody does a capstone. We have this practitioner faculty, this hybrid online plus residency format, all based on this idea that we have this fundamental commitment to working with communities rather than for them. Going forward, we'll also be known for its management literacy, how to work with budgets, teams, organizational systems, stakeholder strategies, professional communications for a wide range of audiences. Stronger, more clearly defined career pathways that have some real world deliverables and experiential opportunities. This isn't a generic organizational management degree, that this isn't a corporate MBA. It's not purely an academic research degree either. It is a practice-based program for people who want meaningful work and viable leadership pathways. I encourage you to explore the website for our full course list, but here's the broad architecture of the program. The program has 3 pillars. First are our core required courses. This is the soul of the program. Everybody takes these courses: Foundations in Cultural Sustainability, Ethnographic and Cultural Documentation Theories and Methods, Community Partnerships, Cultural Policy. Everybody does the capstone. Second, we have leadership and management courses. These are courses around human-centered organizational leadership, fundraising, grant writing, nonprofit management, strategic planning, professional writing, communications, as well as some marketing. And lastly, the third is electives. This is where you can choose your own path. We have a wide range of electives that cover things like cultural representation and agency, arts and social change, oral history, museum practices, foodways. Your electives allow you to build expertise in the specific area of cultural work you want to pursue. And one of the things I really love about this program is that it draws in so many disciplines, the anthropology and the folklore and the business and the public policy. It gives you a genuinely holistic perspective on cultural work. Let me tell you about the practical experience of being in the program. Most students complete the program in about 2 to 2.5 years, though you can take up to 5. We work with you to create a schedule that fits your life. This is a graduate program that was designed for working adults. Flexibility is built into this. The degree requires 36 credits. That's 21 that are core, and the rest are electives and management leadership courses that you select. As a low residency program, you take most of your courses online, but you also participate in 1 week immersive residencies. We hold these on our Baltimore campus or in other culturally rich places like Washington, D.C. The residency is where the magic happens. Site visits to organizations who are doing cultural work, face-to-face time with faculty and peers. We share meals, we brainstorm about capstones. You build this cohort relationship that you get to carry through the program and also into your career. Most students attend at least one residency, and many come back for more because the experience is so rich. Across the program, students build toward a capstone. So this is a culminating project that synthesizes what you've learned, and it can genuinely launch your next career chapter. That's what we want for you. It might be a community action plan. It could be a strategic planning document for an organization. It could be a research project, a digital archive, a policy paper. The format is flexible and it's tailored to whatever your goals are. Now, past capstone topics that here on the page give you a sense of the range of what our students have done in the past. Students come into this program with all kinds of backgrounds, all kinds of goals. Some know exactly what they want to do when they arrive. Others have a deep sense that culture matters and they're just looking for a framework or professional identity. What unites everybody, though, is this belief that culture is this active force for equity and for resilience and for change. Let me give you a concrete sense of what Macklem graduates are doing. Our alums work across a wide range of sectors like nonprofits and social impact. We have alums that are in government and cultural policy, those who are doing healthcare and community health. We have those that are in the business side of work, sustainability analysts or corporate culture consultants. We have many who are working in museums and cultural organizations, and we have those who are in education and research side of the work. Many of our graduates have also invented their own careers. They've started organizations, they're building consulting practices, they're creating roles that didn't exist before they created them. That entrepreneurial spirit is something that we actively cultivate in the program. So we are primarily an online program, but we offer some meaningful experiential opportunities that I consider essential to the full education in this work. Starting in your classes, most of your classes will integrate a real life project into your assignments, giving you the opportunity to practice what you're learning right away and develop a portfolio of experiences to demonstrate to employers that you are qualified to do this work. We also have our 1 week residency, this immersive in-person learning experience in Baltimore, Washington, D.C., and other culturally rich places. These happen in the summers. During those residencies, we have site visits and guest speakers and faculty time and cohort building. Many students describe the residency as the most transformative part of the program. We also have offered hands-on international and domestic field experiences. Notably, we took a field school to Nepal last year, and we're taking a group to Bhutan in 2027. These field schools are intended to explore the intersections of environment, and culture, and heritage. We've also in the past spent a week in Washington, D.C., hosted by the Smithsonian Center for Folklore and Cultural Heritage. We also encourage students to participate in internships during their studies, and we can help you identify an organization in your own community or sector and set it up for credit. I know that when you're shopping around for a graduate program, cost is something that's on everybody's mind. So let's talk about that a little bit. Total tuition is approximately $41,000. This includes residency and technology fees, but travel and lodging for residencies is on your own to plan for that. Most students use some form of financial aid. We have federal financial aid that's available to most students, and we have a strong support staff to help you navigate that process. Scholarships are also available, and scholarships can reduce your costs by 10 or even 20%. There are also payment plans that are available. Graduate school is a real investment, and we take seriously the question of return on their investment. So we're going to be helping you, guiding you to the career pathways that are most viable for you on the other side of this. Okay, so lastly, that's just a quick overview of the MA in Cultural Leadership and Management. I hope that you're getting a sense of what makes this program distinctive. It's rigorous, ethical, it's grounded in real cultural work, and it's designed to open some real career doors for you. Um, After today's session, if you have any questions about the program itself, I encourage you to reach out to me directly. My email is on the screen. If you have questions about the application process in Goucher, reach out to Taylor. Her email here is here as well. Both of us are very happy to meet with you individually. Don't hesitate to reach out. Thank you all for being here today. I think the work that you're drawn to, cultural equity and community well-being and ethical leadership, this matters deeply right now. And we hope that you'll consider joining us as we build this next chapter of this program together. Thank you.